So आज मेरे साथ मौजूद है साहर ताहिर खान, CEO इंटरफ्लो पाकिस्तान, डायरेक्टर, हेड ऑफ डिजिटल फाउंडर, डायरेक्टर बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट, डिजिटल हेडक्वार्टर्स पाकिस्तान, मैनेजर स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लानर, इंटरफ्लो कम्युनिकेशंस, टोरंटो, कनाडा. There's so much more that I have about you. Environmental activist भी आप हैं. सबसे पहले welcome to our transmission, to your transmission.
Thank you.
How are
Thank
you?
Good, thank you. Very
Sahar,
happy to
you're
be
so
here.
young and itni sari achievements. So I met Sara also, right? So मैं उनसे भी यही पूछ रही थी कि is it difficult because being there and you know आपको पता है कि आपका एक family business है and then just getting into it, is it just easy and you just went with the flow या फिर नहीं, you had to prove?
It has its challenges. To be quite honest, जब आप शुरू करते हैं when you're in your 20s and you come back and you've come back from Canada or America, wherever it is that you come back from, which we did, it was very difficult to get back into the life here and to be working with the family business. And you do feel that you have a lot to prove. But I think, alhamdulillah, we've had very supportive parents. We've had very supportive siblings. We've also had really great teams to work with who have mentored us, trained us, helped us along the way. And I think that that's really helped in a big way for us to work.
See, I mean, if I say it's a male-dominated society, ये बात गलत नहीं होगी. And being in this kind of society and then making a mark, making your name, and then staying there and fighting for it, क्या आसान था, मुश्किल है, struggle चलती रहती है या struggle एक time पे आके ख़त्म हो जाती है?
मेरे ख्याल से कभी ख़त्म नहीं होती.
Really?
औरतों के लिए ये struggle कभी ख़त्म नहीं होती. As long as we are living in a patriarchal society, और पाकिस्तान is a very patriarchal society. ये struggle हमेशा तक रहेगी जब तक हम empower नहीं करें औरतों को हर field में. जब तक हम companies में policies ना बनाएं जिससे हम female management को promote करें. Whether it's as an owner of a business, whether it's as someone that's working as a director, or whether it's someone working as an employee, औरतों के लिए हमेशा struggle होगा. But that being said, there are more and more women. और हमारी company में भी अगर आप देखें तो हमारी head of creative एक औरत हैं, हमारी head of marketing एक औरत हैं. हमारी बहुत सारे companies हैं जहाँ management positions में अब हम देख रहे हैं कि very strong, very powerful women are taking those roles.
So I've been lucky enough to be a part of organizations that have been run by women. So ये दूसरा इदारा और मुझे देख के बड़ी खुशी होती है और मैंने फ़र्क महसूस किया है because मैंने अलग-अलग जगहों पे काम किया कि जो businesses ख़वातीन run करती हैं वो बड़ा स्मूथ होता है. एक दूसरी बात accessibility to the top बड़ी आसान है. मतलब you know you just walk in or call Seema, she's there. So I'm sure Interflow में भी इसी तरह का. And I haven't really worked with Interflow, लेकिन मैं बहुत से लोगों को जानती हूँ जो Interflow में हैं और queries आती हैं तो बड़ा connect करना, communicate करना बहुत आसान है. So I feel like this is the structure. It comes from the top.
I think that औरतों की एक strength है communication. And also accessibility. I think that is something that women have as a strength. I also think कि हमने बहुत actually focus के साथ हमने अपनी policies भी बनाई हैं to be very female friendly and to be accessible. पूरे हर company में और हम कोशिश करते हैं कि हम promotions भी दें females को. हम कोशिश करते हैं कि हम management position में, जैसे मैं पहले कह रही थी कि management positions में हम male और female दोनों को consider करें. हमारा it's not कि quota है या ऐसी कोई चीज़ है, but we try to make sure that we have as many female faces as male faces even in our offices.
So when we're talking about environment and the love for nature and everything else, then I know it also comes from your mother, okay?
Yes.
Because when I had a couple of meetings, जब हम ये transmission की बात कर रहे थे तो बड़ा focus था उनका और हम segments में भी देख रहे हैं reflect होता है. So अभी तक क्या-क्या काम किया environment के लिए, garbage recycling पर भी काम किया. Tell us more about that.
So काफ़ी साल हो गए हैं. मैंने एक्चुअली एक ग्रुप बनाया था और ये बिल्कुल रैंडमली एक ग्रुप बनाया था, ग्रीन मूवमेंट पाकिस्तान. उस वक्त एनवायरनमेंट इतनी अहम टॉपिक नहीं थी पाकिस्तान में. ये 10 साल पुरानी बात है. ग्रीन मूवमेंट पाकिस्तान के साथ फिर मैंने अमन फाउंडेशन के साथ, के इलेक्ट्रिक के साथ और बहुत सारे इदारों के साथ और कंपनीज के साथ ट्री प्लांटेशंस किए हैं। ग्रीन मूवमेंट की ग्रीन योर ऑफिसेज की हैं। TV1 के साथ हमने बहुत सारी एक्चुअली एक्टिविटीज़ की थी। हमने होम गार्डन्स की थी जो हम इलाकों में जहाँ महंगाई बहुत ज़्यादा है आजकल भी और तब भी थी, हमने वहाँ जाके लोगों को सिखाया कि अपने घरों में पौधे उगाएं, अपने टमाटर, किचन गार्डन्स, एग्जैक्टली होम गार्डन्स हमने उनको सिखाए। उसके अलावा वी बिन टॉकिंग, माई मदर्स पार्ट ऑफ हिसार फाउंडेशन, तो at different points I've also been part of that. I've spoken at a Hisar Foundation conference about the importance of media, the importance of influencers, and the importance of important people talking about environment, water scarcity, deforestation. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें किए हैं.
So Sahar, tell me, being here, being a part of the media family, और फिर ये सब environment के लिए करना, since एक तो होता है ना कि accessibility नहीं है, जब आपके पास accessibility होती है तो आपको मज़ीद लगता है कि बहुत मेरी responsibility है कि मैं, you know, so I should let it across, you know, let the people know. So वो वाला factor, is it always there? Are you always thinking अब मैं क्या करूँ, अब मैं क्या करूँ?
100%. आपको always लगता है कि when you have, I mean, there's the most cliche saying, when you have great power, you have great responsibility. And I believe that very strongly. हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, जिनके पास voice है, जिनके पास you know platforms हैं, उनको ज़रूरी चीज़ों के बारे में बात करनी चाहिए.
Tell us more about Interflow Canada. So you shifted to Canada for some time. वहाँ भी काम किया?
Yes, Interflow Canada was a company that was promoting ethnic marketing for Pakistani and for the diaspora essentially. We are no longer in Canada because obviously I had to move back and we did shut that down. But inshallah, the plan is to expand Interflow outside of Pakistan within the next few years.
That is excellent. So we've all been through that age ना, जब आप A levels में होते हैं, O levels में पढ़ रहे होते हैं, आपको नहीं खबर होती, but then there are many of us who are very aware, ठीक है, and वो जाके you know कुछ इदारों में जाके काम, internship is the word, internship भी कर रहे होते हैं. So अभी जितने भी लोग, people who are watching this channel right now in our transmission, इसके ज़रिए जो youngsters है, जो हमारी youth है, जो अभी इसी वक्त से graduation की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं, is there any message that you'd like to give them?
Absolutely. You know, I've done a number of interviews on this before, and the one thing that I want to tell people is that right now is such an amazing time for youngsters because there are so many different fields in marketing and advertising and communication and digital and tech that are opening up. There are a lot of new tools that you can use, a lot of amazing certifications that can put you above anyone else in terms of interview processes. लेकिन सबसे अहम मैसेज मेरे ख्याल से ये है कि हमारे जो youngsters हैं वो थोड़े से डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हैं और अगर वो बस थोड़ा फोकस करें और एक जगह पे वो फोकस करें कि ठीक है ये मेरी करियर गोल्स हैं, एंड इट डजंट हैव टू बी कि मुझे सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये बनना है, मुझे सिर्फ और सिर्फ डेंटिस्ट बनना है या डॉक्टर बनना है या मुझे सिर्फ एडवर्टाइजिंग में जाना है.
Don't put yourself in a box.
Don't put yourself in a box, but know what you want. You know, ये होता है कि इंटरव्यूज़ में भी बच्चे आते हैं और वो मेरे साथ जो बैठ के when I ask them कि what is it that you want, वो कहते हैं मुझे पता नहीं अभी.
ऐसा ही है.
तो in an interview, especially in life, if you don't know what you want at a young age,
that's
that's
get you
fine.
the job.
But in an interview, be sure of what you want. Be confident. Be clear. Know your worth. और घबराएं नहीं. You know, सब कुछ हो जाता है ज़िंदगी में, हम you know चलते रहते हैं, and it's
everything falls in place. So tell me, क्या ये बात सही है कि पढ़ाई when you were studying, while you were studying, तो fast track भी किया?
जी.
Really?
Yes,
how did you manage to do that?
I had to be quite honest, I went late to university. I went a year late for a number of reasons, and I felt guilty. And so then I did my university in 3 years rather than 4. I fast-tracked.
Excellent. So that is the kind of responsibility that we're talking about, कि आप ये एहसास होना चाहिए आपको, and then when आपको जब आपके ऊपर कुछ responsibility होती है, जब आपके पास कोई सोच होती है, then you work towards it.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what you did. Wow, we're so proud of you, Sahar. I mean, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. And साथ में it is lovely that I have another person with me. और वो भी एक खातून ही है. So it's lovely to be so many women around me. वो भी successful. So we have with us Nida Faisal, CEO, founder, Primary Skin Care. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Entrepreneurs. That's amazing, huh?
Thank you.
Now these days, everybody is becoming an entrepreneur, which is amazing because पहले लगता था कि सिर्फ जॉब ही करनी है, सिर्फ जॉब ही कर सकता है. So how did you get into this? कैसे सोचा?
That's what I grew up thinking as well. That's what I was, you know, something that you asked, Sahar. I think I would tell kids of today that you can kind of be anything, because when you're growing up and you're in school and you're told to kind of pick your subjects and stuff, एक वो होता है कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपको 10 साल में कहाँ होना है, क्या करना है.
So you always knew कि मुझे मेरा अपना business होना चाहिए.
No, so basically I studied law and I am a lawyer. So this is just something that I do also, skincare. So
lawyer and skincare is a great combination, by the way. Nobody can mess with you.
Yeah, not at all. Thanks for saying that. So the law thing was because my family is full of lawyers. So it was like kind of just a family business that I went into. And us time pe bhi, there was so much, you need to know what you're doing, you need to pick your subjects according to what you're doing. And I think this is, it worked out for me, but I think it can be a little bit restrictive for children because आपकी focus फिर बहुत ज़्यादा narrow हो जाती है. You know, study to just be a doctor or study to just be a lawyer.
So law complete कर लिया, lawyer हैं, उसके बाद that's when you thought कि ठीक है यार, I am a lawyer, सही है, this is what I like, but मुझे लगता है मैं और भी कुछ कर सकती हूँ and I want to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And also skincare and like beauty in general was something that I was always really into growing up and into, yes, aesthetically, but basically मुझे skin issues मेरी पूरी life रहे हैं.
Really?
So I was born with eczema, like tomato faced baby, and then later on just like terrible acne मुझे हुआ. So I was always battling something to do with my skin or the other, and products कभी काम नहीं करते थे. So then it was around like 2018 when I actually discovered good skincare. You started using The Ordinary. I'm sure you're familiar with that brand. And when I did, and my skin just kind of changed overnight, and it changed my confidence, and honestly, it changed my whole life. This is not an exaggeration when I say this. It just happened. Yeah. So then when वो सब हुआ, and I discovered what ingredients, what formulations work for me, I just thought this has to come to the local market because यहाँ पे उस time पे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था.
कुछ भी नहीं था, बिल्कुल. I still struggle with so many things. मुझे नहीं समझ आता, मेरी dry skin है, नहीं मुझे मिल नहीं रहा, so I just give up. But the good thing about you is क्या, you didn't give up. You looked for it and finally you got there. So how old is this company of yours?
It's gonna be, it's been 4 years.
4 years? Yeah. That is amazing. So 4 successful years. Was it difficult, you know, women in business लोग कहते हैं ना, to put us down. नहीं, औरतें business नहीं कर सकती, मुश्किल काम है.
बहुत कहते हैं, बहुत कहते हैं.
सुना ये?
बहुत ज़्यादा. Of course.
Really?
For me, the difficulty I think was not, सब मैं कर लेती हूँ. I think when people look at a woman who's an entrepreneur or doing something different or doing something on her own, and then also they look at me, who I look about 10 years younger than I actually am. I have to work about twice as hard to be taken seriously. Even though beauty shouldn't be a male-dominated profession, but it is. जब आप manufacturer के पास जाते हैं, there won't be a woman speaking to you on the other side at that factory. तो वो एक थोड़ा, there is that difficulty that I had of being taken seriously. But I was very lucky in the end that the manufacturer that I work with is run by a woman as well. So
really?
She's amazing.
And she understands.
Yeah. We have a great dynamic.
Abhi, do you have an outlet? This is available online?
So it's available online. It always started out as e-commerce. We do have some stores that we work with because मैं चाहती हूँ कि लोग, there should be a presence हो. Skincare is also, people like to touch it, feel it. We just had a fragrance launch, so of course that's something that people obviously want to smell before buying. तो मैं try करती हूँ कि हमारा presence हो, but primarily it's an e-commerce
Tell
brand.
us about the website. What's the website? जो लोग अभी देख रहे हैं, they're interested to try out your products.
I hope so. So the website is primarypk.com, and we have, right now we have 5 products, and we have lots of product launches coming this year, including an SPF, which I'm very excited about.
A local SPF?
Yes.
Now that is interesting.
Yeah, it's been very difficult to formulate.
Really?
Yeah.
अच्छा, because बहुत technical है ना, because I'm sure even you use sunblock, everybody does, especially जब आप lights के आगे होते हैं, you really need to. So उसमें बड़ी technicalities होती हैं, dry skin.
Yeah.
And then oily skin, and then I don't want कि मैं SPF लगाऊं और बिल्कुल white हो जाए, तो वो I think वो trial and error बार कर करके.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of time. So you know, as they say कि कि हमेशा कोई ना कोई किसी ना किसी बिजनेस को खड़े करने के लिए there's somebody there to support you. In your case, who is there to support you?
I am my biggest supporter, but I have to say that although my dad is not involved at all with my business, and उन्हें तो लगता था ये कोई joke है जो ये कर रही है. He never took me seriously for a long time, but he has always been my biggest supporter in life, in whatever I want to do, and I'm so lucky to have him.
When did he realize कि नहीं यार things have gotten serious?
I think when he saw my tax returns one year.
I'm sure he must be like, okay, now this is interesting. So I believe you both know each other,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
So have
we
you
do,
used her
yes.
products?
I have actually. So on Women's Day, FM91 sent out a package which had a bunch of primary products, and I got to use some of the products for the first time, which include the Jasmine Dew spray, which I love, and I'm actually wearing right now.
Really?
Yes. But outside of that, I have been using her products for a while, the cleanser and the toner, but she just brought out a new toner.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that. I love her products. I think that it's amazing that there's a local brand. क्योंकि बहुत सारे local brands आते हैं और वो local natural formulations के साथ.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
लेकिन
And right for the market, because
Right
usually
for
हम
the
क्या करते हैं
market.
बाहर से जाके products लेके आते हैं, हमारी जो environment है हमारे उस हिसाब से वो नहीं, even when we talk about makeup, वो हमारी skin tone के हिसाब से होते ही नहीं है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. जो primary के साथ है, I actually think कि the quality of the ingredients stands out more than a lot of other brands, and so I like it. I actually am very big on using local brands. मैं बहुत सारे local brands इस्तेमाल करती हूँ, shampoos, makeup,
Excellent.
everything. क्योंकि I think कि local businesses को support करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है.
बिल्कुल, अगर हम local को support नहीं करेंगे, we'll never understand कि हमारी potential भी कितनी अच्छी है. So Sunita, there's so many people who are looking up to you right now, और वो उन लोगों के भी ज़हन में है कि हम भी कोई business करेंगे, हमें भी entrepreneur बनना है. To all the women out there who are looking up to you, क्या कहना चाहेंगे उन्हें?
Please believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, there really is very little out there for you. And there really isn't anyone, usually most of the time there isn't anyone else cheering for you, so you have to be your own cheerleader. And in terms of just making that start, just do it. बहुत daunting लगता है when we think about starting a business. It's just about taking the first step and then the next one and then the one after that.
Thank you so much. You guys have made it so easy. You guys have put it up like it was nothing, but I know that a lot has gone behind making Sahar who she is today and making you who you are today. So all the best, and thank you so much for taking out the time and being a part of our little segment called Bakamal Log. और हमारा मकसद यही होता है ऐसे लोगों को सामने लेकर आएं जिनसे आप और मैं दोनों कुछ सीख सकें. यहाँ वक्त हुआ एक छोटी सी ब्रेक के बाद हम वापस हाजिर होंगे. देखते रहिए नूर रहमान इश्क रमजान.